Conservative New Media viewers, tennis fans around the world, what's up? We're here to tell you that Roger Federer has defeated Milos Raonic in straight sets today at the 2015 Indian Wells semifinals, and that means that Federer will face world number one Nole Djokovic in tomorrow's final. That will be a rematch of last year's final between the two men at Indian Wells. And it will be the second time which the two have met in a final this year, which Roger Federer won the first meeting between the two in a final in Dubai. And look, Roger Federer's on a roll right now. Okay, he handled Raonic, who took out Rafa in a very impressive comeback fashion. Federer is 16-1 on the season so far. The only person who's beat him, Andreas Seppi, Federer just defeated in this tournament. So, but for whatever bug bite or whatever it was that happened to Roger Federer in the third round of the Australian Open against Seppi, he's basically been unstoppable this year. You're talking about somebody who's 33 years old, going on 34. This is some of the best tennis that Roger Federer has played in years, easily. I mean, it's not even close. The man who's got the best chance of stopping him right now, since Rafa Nadal couldn't make this semifinal against Federer, has got to be Djokovic. Right now, it's looking like the big four is going down to a big two, and that two is Djokovic and Federer. Now, we don't want to count Rafa out. As I mentioned in the video yesterday, Rafa is still recovering from appendicitis. And he's only like 3 or 4 months into the recovery from that. That's not a fun thing, and I'm sure it's going to take him quite a while to get fully back to speed for that. And no matter what happens to Rafa, you always have the clay court season. So you can never count him out until he starts faltering on clay. And we're definitely not at that point yet. More will be seen in the time to come. But for right now, this is the premier rivalry in men's tennis. World number one against world number two, the two best players in the sport currently on the men's side. These two are the top. Federer is rolling, and I can tell you, Federer's definitely going to be looking to get the victory tomorrow. It's not going to be like, oh yeah, I made the final, I'm cool, I'm not going to lose any points or anything like that. No, I think Roger Federer now is starting to smell blood in the water among his competitors. You can say whatever you want about him, say he still has to do it in 5-set matches, or he can't beat this guy, or what. Roger Federer has to be feeling like things are lining up for him. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe that still means he finishes number 2 in the world this year. Maybe he only has a realistic chance at 1 or 2 slams like Wimbledon, the U.S. Open. But if he can beat Novak Djokovic tomorrow, or even if he puts up just a good match, I mean, what is there to say? I mean, this guy still has to be beaten. Let's be clear. Djokovic barely beat Federer at Wimbledon last year. Barely beat him in 5 sets. And Marin Cilic just went to unconscious level of the U.S. Open, or Federer would have had a great chance to win that tournament. So if you're a Roger Federer fan, you have to be feeling on top of the world right now, regardless of what happens tomorrow. And I don't know what the odds are going to be, whatever. Federer has to feel good. He knows he can beat Djokovic. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. I think Federer's just playing with a confidence right now. He's all the changes that he began to make last year, changing the racket, getting more adapted to Edberg's aggressive style. Everything has come together. His back seems to be feeling good. He's got, he won the Davis Cup championship last year, so that's in the trophy case. Nothing's missing now. I mean, you could say an Olympic singles, but he has an Olympic doubles gold medal and an Olympic singles silver. There's no Olympics this year, so you can't think about that. So it's kind of like this is all like gravy train for him. This is all extra for him. And I think he knows it. So he's playing with no cares in the world. And that makes it very, very difficult for the opponents. Not only do you have to face this guy at the level that he's playing, he didn't care anymore. Whereas in the past, Federer he'd get nervous, or he'd lose big points, or he couldn't convert break points, or whatever it was. Now it seems like, I don't know, it's like the weight of the world's been lifted off his shoulders. And you got to give the guy credit. I don't think anybody really saw this coming 2 years ago, that he could get back to this level of performance. And I don't know where it's going to stop. I mean, I'm certainly not going to sit here and tell you I think Federer has a great chance of winning like the French Open or anything, but like I said, maybe he's got a great chance at the other two majors this year. And I don't know, a terrific performance today. Raonic played well. He just dropped. He got broken once in each of the two sets, and that was it. Federer was not broken at all. And the beat rolls on. FedEx, Swiss Maestro, GOAT, whatever you want to call him. He's the best player on the men's tour so far this year. And we're going to get to see another clash of the Titans tomorrow in a head-to-head that Roger Federer presently leads 20-17. So I can't wait. I don't care who wins. I like both guys. This is it. This is the pinnacle of the sport. And I can't wait to see it play out tomorrow. So good luck to both of them. Good luck to both of their large fan bases. I know they'll be rocking in Serbia and around the world. Idemo Nole. Fed, I mean, you can't get any more popular than Federer is. So I just hope it's a good match tomorrow. I'm sure the stars will be out. Larry Ellison, Gwen Stefani, Gavin Rossdale, all the other people that are I probably travel up from the LA area to go check it out in Indian Wells. So let's get it on, man. Bring it on. I have no idea what's going to happen. Both guys seem healthy at the top of their game. Djokovic easily dismantled Andy Murray today. I think that's the 6th straight time he's beaten Murray. You got to feel bad for Murray, but I don't. Since Landell and Murray split, I don't know if Murray's ever going to regain the form that he once had, which is really sad after the back surgery and such. And like I said, that if that's the truth, then that leaves you with the big three, and then we got to see where Rafa's at. Look, we'll judge Rafa after the French Open. Let's hold off on any judging of him until then. But right now, it's basically Djokovic and Federer, and let's see what happens tomorrow. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the matches. I don't even know who's playing on the women's side. Simona Halep against somebody. Djokovic? I can't remember right now, but I've just been keeping an eye on the men's side. So tune in tomorrow. I think 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States, 8 p.m. in Britain, and I guess that would make it like 1 p.m. or so on the west coast of the United States where the tournament is actually being played. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. World number 1 versus world number 2, second meeting of the season.